Loses it. Stolke comes up with the steal. And now Clark running the fast break. Gets it to Kate Martin. Another layup falls to go. Hawkeyes are going to have to watch the shooter there. Goodman gets it down low.
Enough. Tonight is the only ranked opponent on their non-conference schedule as of right now. Their tests would be coming in league play, and there's Clark. And why not Amore?
She is so good in that high ball screen action.
Understand the scout, you can try to mix up your coverages, but when you're that good and can make shots, forget about it. Clark goes right at the basket, count it. Gimme. Not the second time.
And Beth, the difference for Kintley the last two possessions is she's not catching it in the short corner. It's Stolke.
And then Eck had it knocked loose. The breakout for Martin.
The 5 of Tennessee all night. And there you see off the little flex cut, trying to get the ball to Rakia Jackson down low.
Latson, beautiful pass in the finish up.
It's an okay night.
Not a bad line for the preseason conference player of the year. Gisela Ball, great dish to a Cunnings.
Test it.
Betts, hands on it with Sheldon taking it away. Now she's off and running 1-on-3. Sheldon, hit ball.
Big time defense right there. Staying loose is Mikulashikova inside, and then J.C. Sheldon off to the races, 1-on-3.
Career high in blocks, a turnover. UCLA with numbers ahead with Rice all alone for
Firepower when it comes to offensive proficiency.
Hawkes is a big part of that balance. She had that last basket. Back on the attack and two more.
Osby stops and lays it in. UNC, its first lead since it was 6-5. Gorgeous dime from Mule to 6. Rebound, Donarski. Under 5 minutes to go in this fourth. Donarski at 3. It is good.
Yeah, that's one where Charisma Osborne just threw it way over the hands of Lauren Betts. Just before turnover for the Bruins as Osborne pulls easier. They're playing FSU today, but they take the trip to Ohio State in 8 days. They also have their Pac-12 opener against USC. That's not a shabby team as well as Juju Watkins scored her first points in the second half and was denied there. Osborne really battled once she got switched on to Timpson. Nice job defensively. Kiki Rice, so elusive, getting a good reason why they average about 92 points per game. The amount of options they have, including Kiki Rice with a nice spin move.
Big minutes and big roles here with the call. Great defensive sequence there again by Miami.
Well, DePaul shot 3 of 18 from the floor in that opening quarter.
There's the advantage you have for Miami against the zone for DePaul. If you're patient.
The Tations to go 2, but not able to knock down that shot on that possession.
And now you're seeing the
Duga Leach way off the mark.
She's not a great. You kind of want her being able to square up and shoot. She struggled early in this game. I'll tell you what, Arkansas's guards driving all they want.
Tot back door, tough shot though. Difficult angle.
Yeah.
Kiera Jackson, the counter attack. She'll stop and pop the 3. That's good. And the reach around from behind poked away by Raina Scott. She has a run out for a lay-in at the other.
Chance for Iowa State. It's snatched away by Goodman. Here's Marshall with Clark trailing. History in flight. You bet! In by Iowa.
Just the pitch back in transition. Defense.
Multiple bigs, but they don't have true size.
This is off the front iron.
Up top.
Game for Michigan. Wired inside. Lost her defender. Following in the lane. Got it to go. Wired's got 14. On the other side, taking it.
And still, offensive rebounds. UCLA has 6. USC 9, and that's drained. Watch the pass by Padilla. In rhythm, receive it. Cameron Brown's right there. Freshman of the week continuously. Speaking of high scoring, how about Jalen Sherrod with 35 today in the win over Ute corner? So smooth by Forbes. Boy, she is the Robin to Juju Watkins, Batman. Oh, wow, way downtown.
To the point of faking like you were fouled. So I didn't see the signal from the
Oklahoma doing a great job of getting the ball up. You see the transition buckets, and if you run the floor, they will find you. Williams great in front of
Scott. Ole Miss right now has 4 players with 3 fouls. Todd Williams.
Shaylee Gonzalez and her shooting this season. A little bit more of a green light. She's more comfortable in the offense.
Had Muhammad to her 7-0 run in 24 seconds.
Oh, you can't leave Gonzalez open like that. She can shoot. It's an okay night.
Not a bad line for the preseason conference player of the year, Gisela Ball. Great dish to a cutting.
Been off to a really slow start offensively.
Now hop into the lane for Kate Martin, and there will be no shutout for Martin tonight. Drake off a game where they didn't have much of a paint presence or a transition presence. The guards can be a part of that too.
Yeah, this is a smaller Drake.
Evans has that knocked away by Taylor. Again, she misses. That's Taylor making an impact in the paint this time.
She tried to take a charge right there as well.
Taylor getting this.
Beautiful find. In transition, it's down to 2. More minutes than she's accustomed to playing. She averages about 15 a game. Holly on the run out.
Buying it.
Walker, very aggressive that time. Booker brings it down. Madison, there's the patient.
Lauren Hansen says, I'll take that. No numbers. Doesn't.
One of those players that you just have to let her, as you see her with the steal right here. Cookies. But when Clark can get going downhill, and oh, by the way, when she's getting into passing lanes and being aggressive defensively, those are the types of plays that
double-digit wins on Saturday now find themselves in a close one here in the 4th quarter. Time score situation is going to be important down
the other day.
Interception here. Here we go for the pick 6 off the game has come.
Oh, and it's so cool. It's, oh my goodness, a baseball pass.
Okay, Martin is the quarterback today. Clark the receiver.
And what she's played early, she's been nagged by injuries.
Healy turns and goes with her left hand. 15 now.
Okay, that was ridiculous with her left hand by
dribbling around out to Peely. She faked the shot, drives the lane back to Young. Deja Young with 5.
That is such good execution.
Good ball movement. Sherrod off the iron, and Aaronette Von Lay with a board. Foreman, she's going to drive for 3, and she the lane. Scoops, can't get the roll. Here comes Jalen Sherrod, changing speeds, straight to the hoop. Young trying to stop it with the drive, but way too aggressive over the hoop. Sherrod with the speed and a wide.
5 minutes. Matharu with the take and the reverse.
That's an interesting play right there. I thought Cardoso would come over and help out, but let second season, and then you'll get to the 3rd, and
a block by Watkins up the floor.
Look at this drive. Correa thought she had an open look, and Watkins came out of nowhere. Finished the break for Wiley down low.
Matharu in and out. Powell, eyes looking up. Cardoso.
It's basketball as a whole. And I tell you what, the Big Ten Conference right now is one of the best in the country. Not because of Iowa, but there's so much talent across the.
Thompson's got a hoist. Tough shot, didn't get it to go. In transition, good defense by Herder. She takes the 3. And hit first, finds a falter. And Iowa has its large
job of keeping people in the paint. There's not a ton of room to move there right now.
Herder got trapped, and she could not get the ball out of there. Clark got into the paint, used. Down low to Adams. No foul, and almost gave up her 4th. Nobody picked up Kate Martin in transition. Rolls out for Thompson. Clark, foot on the gas. Well, we just looked at their upcoming schedule. What a measuring stick game that will be for Nebraska coming up in about 2 weeks.
No, this game's not going their way at all. It's still a very dangerous team. Penn State is a really good team. At one point was leading the nation.
Hoist the 3. Taylor McCabe, the board for Iowa as we approach 4 minutes to go. Addie O'Grady running the floor. Chippy on the floor, a lot of control. A.J. Edgar getting some time too. 8 down the stretch, Destiny Adams.
So your 5 on the floor. Sherrod, who comes up with the steal. Vonleh, who follows and trails, watching Jalen.
Goodness, this is out of bounds, and you know what works on against most players does not work against Sherrod.
Bouncing into Martinez, tried to kick it back out to Puello. Foreman is there looking for players in white. Weta feeding Miller, running the floor beautifully. Her great footwork and first step.
Tough pass there.
Buffaloes with an opportunity to add to the lead. Sherrod coast to Martinez, kicking it to Williams. 3 on the way. That's wet.
That's a big 3 and great pass by Martinez, and look at Weta running.
Ellie with the bounce, a little too late on it. Flau'jae Johnson there on the steal, and here comes LSU in transition. Johnson. Van Lith turned it over. Abby Fight was in the passing lane. Dembele with the push. Dembele to the hook.
Mama is so good in transition, and once she gets into the paint, you see her just going. And I like the call because I think she was airborne.
LSU, 4 on the shot clock. Frank heaved it up. Here's Van Lith. All the momentum right now with LSU. Van Lith gets it to go. Tough pass. Williams with the steal after the Missouri turnover. Williams for 3.
From out there, that went in and out, and Marshall there to secure the rebound. Here's Watkins in transition. They give her space. She makes some back and just getting a hand in her face. Hunter loses it. Here's Juju in transition. 1-on-1 against Gardner. Gardner the foul. Juju the late.
Of a discussion on the foul. Looked like she may have grabbed her. But I think just a normal foul.
And with Leilani Correa, and I have not seen her take a shot. Brody Rimdahl finally gets it to fall down.
Rimdahl, one of their best three-point threats, makes the first one of the night.
Evans has that knocked away by Taylor. Again, she misses. That's Taylor making an impact in the paint this time.
She tried to take a charge right there as well.
Taylor getting the step.
Back to Alexander, more in rhythm. Look. Both teams in a drought right now. The game has been like a wave, up and down we go.
To only be trapped once out of it so far.
And Terps once again cash in after breaking that press. Sonis, now Halleck quickly moving.
Slice it over to Reese. And that was well anticipated by the Aggies defense. And then on the line, straddles it. Morrow step back, deuce. Last couple of times, the Tigers have been a little bit off-kilter offensively. This is going to go. Beats her defender and then loses the dribble on the baseline. Here comes Coulibaly. Coulibaly with a strong move.
Yard didn't get her zone to clean it up, but she can't hit it. Wide open. Campbell to the basket. Short, no good.
She had Scally in the corner.
Chesky working it way all the way down the floor. Up and in. Has to get rid of it, but it's stripped away again. Penn State, they're on a tear in Bloomington. To get rid of it, but it's stripped away again. Penn State, they're on a tear in Bloomington. Finish the reverse. Sarah Scalia untouched.
He talked to us about it as well when we talked to him this morning. Is, you know, offensively they can score the basketball, but they really wanted to focus on their defense.
Exceptional three-point defense. Utah trying to high-low. Good help D by the Cardinal. Iriaki with the help. Oh, the and one by
is in the lineup, mostly for her rebounding, but Jetty misses that time from outside.
Well, both of these teams want to play in transition, so pace is not going to be an issue, but you got...
Matilda Eck, who is a transfer from Michigan State, has been a key component for the Hokies this year, who had to replace a couple of starters. Count it!
Mishaw looks a little unsure with that jumper. Well, anytime Mishaw catches the ball off the block, out beyond 15-foot range, Turnage is going to play off. She's going to see games, and overall, that's a terrific look. Kitlin's a good passer, too. She's a great passer and really good execution. You know, Kenny Brooks is so good at reading defenses and finding ways to put his team in position to be successful. Florida State trying to get things going. Their offense got stagnant, working against this. Mishaw gets blocked by Timpson, who has a couple of blocks today. Latson, Kitley able to gather and score underneath. So another 20-point game for Sarah Bajetti, who now...
Green bounce past him.
2.5. Walker, if it goes!
There's always things you can coach throughout the game.
Brady tried.
Indiana with a chance to answer, and they do. Chloe Moore McNeil, senior from Greenfield.